Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Motorsport Manager, and it's week 51 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. This week we're going to head to Cape Town. So Cape Town, Florida, South Africa. And we're in for a wet practice, dry race, presumably. I read that it was going to be just 10% chance of rain on the race itself. A lot of laps here, 33 laps, but it's a short track, so you get through laps pretty quickly here. And the tire wear is medium. Got the Ultras, Supers, and the regular softs for this one. Alright, well, qualifying sets. And then you've got a practice set for each. Both 4 sets remaining. Where to go for this one? I should be able to get a fair amount of laps out of them. However, we are talking about Ultra Softs, Super Softs, and Softs. I mean, they might not get that many laps. For all I know, the Ultra Softs might only be good for 6 or 7 laps. So I might go balanced. So I have options, and then I get one more set. I have a feeling the Super Softs are going to be kind of where we're at. Guessing. So I'll add the extra set there. Alright, so we head into the 6th round of the championship. There's 19 this season. Alright, so we'll have to check where are we at on these tires. So 9 to 11, 13 to 15, 18 to 20. So you could run a one stop on 2 sets of softs. But that's the only way to do it. And I only have 2 sets of softs, which means I wouldn't be able to get a bonus out of them. Which means I'm going to have to go on Ultra Softs. So at 9 to 11, that's maybe 8 laps. So 16. If I did a 3-stopper and nothing but Ultra Softs, that would use all 4 sets of tires. So I would have nothing to qualify on and no way to get the bonuses. So I'll have to use at least 1 set of Super Softs in the race, which I can get about 11 or 12 laps out of. So 12 laps would cut it down to about 21, and that would make 3 sets of Ultra Softs. If I went 2 sets of Super Softs, now we're talking about 24 laps or so, which would leave 9. That's awfully difficult to get 9 out of those Ultra Softs. We might have to get 1 set of softs, which could go for 17 or 18. let's say we get 18. 12 here would make 30. Or maybe 28, 29. So we might have a two-stopper with one set of every compound. That's rough. That almost makes me want to get a bonus on the softs, start the race on the softs, go as long as we can on the softs, and then either jump on the super softs or the ultra softs. Now let's say I get 18 out of them, I'll still have 15 laps to go. And the super softs are definitely not going to do that, but 2 sets of ultras would. And maybe that's where I end up going, 2 sets of ultras. But if I'm going to keep 2 sets of ultras for qualifying and 2 for the race, then I can't do a bonus. Then I only have 1 set for... I'm only going to have 1 set for qualifying. So I'm going to have 1-shot qualifying. That's how we're going to do it. And I'm going to get the bonuses on softs and ultra softs. Okay, so... we'll get the ultra softs. We'll get the ultra softs first. Well, you're already on the softs. Maybe I split it. Yeah, let's go get those ultras taken care of. Alright, so weight stripping, we've got the engine nicely handled now. I have the new brakes have arrived finally. They're not fully done yet. It's just the first pair. This is actually the one that will go on DeVries's car. The one for Heritage car is not ready to go yet. And let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Okay, race trim. And you're set to qualifying. That's okay. Alright, so it's poor but not very poor. Downforce also. And handling, we'll just see which direction, whether that's the progressive or not. While you load slowly, I'll reset those. There we go. So we're going to do the same thing here. As the other one had no choice but to go towards more downforce and more acceleration. And there's hardly a straight here. It's almost constant. I think we're going the right direction here. Alright, getting them back around as quickly as possible. Check our setup. Here it is already in. There's level 1. We've got a couple grates now. Up to 91%, just like that. That's good. And we're on to good. We'll keep going there. And give that a shot. Okay, great, okay. So DeVries is a bit further off, but 82%, at least making progress. Alright, we're very close on both cars now. 97. And the beautiful thing here is the one left to tweak, downforce. It's the easiest one to do without affecting the others. So 3%. I think that's probably going to get us closer to that. We're still on level 1, but we're going to need a long stint here, so we're going to put you out for 12. And we're on 98, and I might end up accepting that as we are on the handling. And are we between? I don't know. I'm going to take that 98%, call it good. So we're going to go out for the long run, work on that qualifying trim. Okay, overtake, push. And we'll go until we have something to do. Race trim 1. Here's Ultra Soft 2. That's going to be our stopping point here. So we're getting pretty close to being done with that. And DeVries is not going to make it around again anyway, so we'll bring in DeVries this time. Oh, we're going to bring them both in. We hit level 3. So, tire change. Alright, still working on the qualifying trim, so we'll set that to 3 laps. And then we're going to work on the soft tires. And then you're going to push those. And triple excellence for Colton Herta, 99%. Alright, and we're going to get you as long as you need to go on those to get the bonus worked out. Eleven and a half minutes to go, so plenty of time here. Let's race trim 2. Soft tires 1. There's qualifying trim 2. That's always coming slower because DeVries is not at good at feedback as Herta is. DeVries is going to have to come in this time. Oh, shoot. He just went around again. Low fuel mode, please. Thank you. Just missed your... Yeah, you're okay. Go medium. Oh, here comes the rain for practice. We've got soft tires level 2. How long is this rain gonna hold out? For a little bit. I don't know if I'm gonna get level 3, but I have no reason to change tires really because we're not gonna see rain any other time besides right now. So DeVries, we're still working on race qualifying trim. So get back out there. Race trim now at level 3, so we'll bring in Herta to finish off the qualifying trim. And we're going to stick with those tires. It's only partially wet, so we're going to slowly continue to gain. There's that qualifying trim that we needed. And let's see, we're going to let you go high. And then you're going to come in this time. Okay, we're nearly there. We are nearly there, but it is just too wet right now to gain much of anything. That doesn't mean we're not gaining tiny, tiny, tiny fractional amounts. Let's take the time, put the fuel in, see out the rest of this thing. Right now it's just the soft tires that I'm trying to get that last bonus on, and we are inching towards it. And I'm down to 1 lap worth of fuel for Herta right as he crosses the here it comes, here it comes. Yes, there it is. Soft tires, level 3. Might as well just bring them both in for the final minute and a half. Nothing left to do. Job is done. All 4 bonuses that I desired have been met. $99 and 98% on the setup. Alright, so this is qualified. So we're going to get the Ultra Softs out for this one. And I am doing 1-shot qualifying because I'm going to save 2 sets of tires, of Ultra Soft tires, for the race. So 1-shot qualifying is all that I'm going to get, which means I got some time to kill. We'll get DeVries out there first after everyone finishes their first stint. Make sure it's going to stay dry here. Yes. Adding little bits of grip here to the track as time goes on. Alright, those guys are all heading back in. Let's go ahead and get DeVries out there while the track is clear. Grip's not looking great yet, but it's not like he's not going to qualify in dead last anyway, right? That saves 2 sets for the race and 1 set of softs. That's the plan. Lots of clean air. It's that long straight. Chicane. Heavy braking through here. Cool those brakes. Okay, speed up some. Braking. Okay. There's not very many straights here, so it's hard to get those tire temps up without shooting yourself in the foot on the brake temps. And that was not a very good. It was not a very good go. With less than a minute though, 58 seconds. We'll stay with DeVries here. 0.8 off the pace already. There is nearly 2 seconds to the back of the grid, but that's a lot of time lost in the first sector. 1.8, yeah, he's already going to be last. He's going to have to be fastest, nearly fastest on the grid to go any faster. 2.07, yeah, almost 0.4 of a second slower than Nakashita in the next to last place. That is why DeVries is hanging out in last place most of the race. Slow car, slow driver. Bad combination. Alright, we're going to speed up some. It's only going to take us maybe a minute and a half. I'll go to a minute 45 to push it as late as I can. There's still not that much grip out there, but this will help me get up a little closer. Alright, so DeVries is going to start from last place. But Herda, what can he do? What can he do? Alright, here we go. Here's that big acceleration point. This is where most of the straightaway exists. And then there's the chicane. I feel like we're fairly close here. Good and overheated. It's a lot better. And approaching the start-finish line with 30 seconds to spare. So yes, we are on to our hot lap. And there's nobody else on an out lap right now. So Herda is literally the last one with a go. Norris is on his in lap behind me, and so is Leclerc. So I'm not worried about those two guys that are behind me. Green, well, of course it's green. But 7/10 off the pace. That's almost as bad as DeVries was. 1.6. Yeah, we're going right to the back. We're going to be 19th and 20th. Sure enough, 19th and 20th. Called it. Max Verstappen is going to be on pole. Sergio Perez, second place. Just under a 10th behind. And this could be a rough race for us. My only hope is, well, it's a two-stopper. I can't even make the one-stopper work. But we'll see how we're doing, because I'm going to put that bonus onto those soft tires and the race trim so we can hopefully keep up. Remember, we're already all the way to the back, so we're going to try to make a one-stopper work if we can. If not, that two-stopper, we're going to have no hope if we end up on the two-stopper. The one-stopper is my only chance of this working. There's a chance that there's going to be cars on a three-stop strategy or more, so I suppose there's still that chance if I do end up on a two-stopper myself. Alright. We will push initially, but only... Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to push initially. There's no point. We are literally in the back of the grid. So we're going to play it smart and play for the long game. We're going to save up that fuel for as we get some clean air. We'll save up those tires as well and push them as long as we can. So I'm accepting the fact that we are going to start in the back and be in the back. And speaking of, here we go. 5 red lights. Cape Town Grand Prix underway. We start around the corner from everybody else. We didn't even really see the start-finish line from where we were. And Herda makes a good move. He gets a good start. It's an excellent starter, 20. And he's up to 16th despite not pushing. So that's a good start for us. Quite a few cars on the softs. There's 6 of us going for that strategy. Potential one-stoppers or two-stoppers. And without any sort of push, we're going to start speeding things up right away here. And it looks like we need to push some to get the tire temps up into the happy zone. Herda dropping back without the push. 3 wide there for a moment. Slides in behind and actually ends up having to check out of it and almost drops back down to those last 2 spots. DeVries trying to make a pass to get up into P19 and does complete it. URS now active. Herda 3 wide. Bad place for it. And safety car is out. We are not pitting here. No point. Stoffel Van Doren has crashed. Let's go ahead and go down to low and put some fuel away. And these tires are going to be cold, so we'll have to push, but safety car is out. So we are in 15th and 18th with Van Doren out of this one. No one has pit. Yeah, tires are underheated. I got that. We're going to be a little off the pace, I know, when we go to start. High fuel delta, awesome. Got a lap worth of fuel put away already, early in this race. And now, we will go to push, and normal. We're still going to put some fuel away for now. Again, this is not our time to race everyone, as I'm on a slow tire, and there's no point. If I cave a position or two, that's fine. I'm trying to race to the end of this thing and still be close. So these guys want to take a position, let them. It's a bold strategy here to make this one stopper work. So we are now P17, P18. It's Carlos Sainz Jr. in last place. Matsushita has already stopped. So Matsushita actually did stop there under the safety car. And now the tires are coming up into the happy zone. And I've got a good amount of ERS saved in both cars. Getting that put away. But again, I'm just in long run mode at the moment. We're just now getting into that happy zone where we should start picking up the pace a little bit. And Harold has pit and is also fixing a problem. Alright, now we have plenty of fuel to burn. Let's go ahead and burn some. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. Times 4. Now we'll slow it down here. 70%, 80%. This is our best place to overtake. Actually drop a place there as George Russell comes through. It might be back markers, but both cars are here in the mix. 10 laps though, and I'm already down to just over 50% left on these tires, and we haven't even finished that 10th lap yet. So that's very worrying. But the field's still nice and bunched up, and a lot of cars are going to have to pit here real soon. So that's working out in my favor, that they haven't gotten away from us. Harold pit, and Harold's well behind. Other cars are going to pit soon, and they will be behind. Harold down to P16 after an ERS takeover from Sainz. Sainz has come from the back of the grid to get to where he is, though. Alright, here's the first of the cars coming in. We've got four cars into the pits already, and they are all heading straight to the back, and they are all front markers. They're all in that first 10 that started on the Ultras. And with that, I'm currently up to P12, P14, and you can see that we've got a pretty good gap to those cars. So a one-stopper, if I find a way to make that happen, a one-stopper could be beneficial on this track. It is such a short track that you gain so much, you lose so much from a pit stop, really. Gain so much when others pit. And here come a whole slew of cars into the pits this time through. That's another 5 cars heading into the pits, and I'm moving past all of them as I've got both cars into the top 10. And Herta currently battling and fighting for 5th position. Don't want to overheat these tires. They can still last a while yet. The hardest compound of the race, you can take right down to it. I think it's down to 5% before you start losing a ton of pace. So you can really, really run them down. And at 31%, we've still got a lot of laps left in these. Here's Mick Schumacher making a move. It's fine that he's going by. He's definitely not the car that I'm racing, but here I've got both cars together at this point in time. We're in an advantageous position, really. I mean, we're looking pretty good. Outside of Mick Schumacher and Lando Norris, who's now up behind us and about to make a move. The rest of those guys still have a lot of ground to cover from where they were. And here come the next group into the pits. Marilainen, Sainz Jr., and we move back up into the top 10 again. Chance for an overtake. We've got the run, and Herta completes the pass over the Renault. He's actually got a look at another one here. De Vries will be next. Lap 15, we're just about to halfway. With 20% left on these tires, I can make them last a while yet. And now Ocon is into the pits. And we inherit another position. Herta through the chicane, right up on both cars, up on the gearboxes of the two Renaults. Russell ahead of Nakashita. Herta in between them, De Vries just behind them. So De Vries doing a great job today of actually keeping pace for a change, but it's traffic. This is everything to do with traffic. So De Vries is staying close because there's traffic. Herta's not pulling away because there's traffic. The tire that he's on, the situation that he's in, he's just not overtaking a lot of cars. Norris, Schumacher, they've got too much pace and they were able to overtake. But outside of that, we are currently P7, P9, all of those cars that have not stopped yet on the softs are going to be coming in soon. We're at 12% though. I've still got 7% where to go, so I can get at least one more lap out of these, maybe more. Herta staying ahead, but you can see as he accelerated, the Renault accelerated. And the Renault makes a move. He's down to 7% tire wear, so he is off the pace. I've got to bring him in. So that's going to be 15 laps left to run. The Super Softs aren't going to make it 15. So it is the two-stopper. It's going to have to be the two-stopper. Ultra Softs. And De Vries, I don't think De Vries can make it another lap. They are stacked. I don't want to double stack. He's 3 seconds off the pace this lap, though. 3 seconds. And he's about to hit that threshold. Maybe the threshold was 10. 4.7 seconds off the pace. No, don't attack. Don't attack. Go ahead and go into overtake mode. And De Vries is going to pit this lap. Pit stop complete, no mistakes. De Vries losing a ton of time here, though. I think I went one lap too long. De Vries, oh yeah, he is just monstrously slow now, as cars are just flying by as he's down to 2%. Even with the ERS is helping keep pace a little bit. And now De Vries finally heads to the pits. Big mistake. I should have just double stacked. No mistakes, though. De Vries is back out in 19th. He was just behind Herta. Now he's 8 seconds down. That's unfortunate. And it's also unfortunate that I'm going to have to stop again. If I could have made the one-stop work, that would have been ideal. That was our best chance to finish higher up the grid, because now you look at it and Herta's got a huge gap in front of him to Nakashita, Matsushita, Sainz. Now we've closed down Nakashita, who just came out of the pits, but big gap has opened to those cars that pit earlier. A lot of them are going to pit again, but so are we. Alright, go ×4 here. We'll use that ERS on that stretch here, coming out turn 3. And through there. Okay, so 16th and 19th. Van Dorn, of course, is in last place. Lando Norris is in 18th. He has stopped twice. So the Mercedes, right there. But he's pulling away really quickly from De Vries. It's 23 laps, 24 laps, so 10 laps remaining. Pace-wise, Herta is pulling away from George Russell. So the tires are working a little bit, but here we go. Cars into the pits. There's a Ferrari. There is Nordstrom in the Red Bull. And that's 14th and 18th now. Now looking at the tires, 8 laps remaining. How many laps have we gone on these so far? 6. So really one more lap. I could technically attack now and just go one more lap. Let's start with a push. It's a good place for that. And then we'll attack. Ooh, I wanted to get one more lap. And we're down to 29, so I'm going to go neutral. Yeah, now it's 7 laps remaining. Well, wait, that's all I need to get out of them, right? 7 laps? Might be too late. Might be too late. Yep, missed pit road. Missed pit road. That 20% mark's going to hit here pretty soon, too. But go ahead and attack now. Here to slowing down now. Hit that 20% threshold and instantly just starts losing pace. Little ERS, though, can help. Now Herta into the pits. De Vries is going to pit on this next lap. He's at 98%. I need to get him to use his ERS here. Here's the best place for that. Okay, attack with everything you got left here. And you got a full 5 laps remaining. Yeah, just on high. Oh, neutral. Hello. Okay, De Vries coming around. De Vries currently in P15, but definitely losing some here as he's under that 20% threshold. So definitely lost a second or two. And I'll stop, and I'm right in the back. Right in the back. I cannot win with these guys. So we are 18th, 19th, and Marilainen. I was hoping somebody would be taking a 3-stop. There's nobody taking a 3-stop. We are bad on tires, and that's really hurting. And I didn't think I was that bad when we set up our chassis as we entered F1. I knew that we weren't great, and our tire heating especially was a problem. But I figured we were going to be middle of the pack. Oh, De Vries has been lapped. So he can push. Okay, now we can push Herta with everything we got. Marilainen is 3.1 seconds ahead. Ignore. We're actually just now reaching that point where we've got 2 laps to go. Okay, just relax, relax, you're done. Your day is done. Alright, push. At this point, you are not even going to lose a position if you crash. The only thing that would happen if he crashes is we're going to be down to, what do you call it? Oh, there they are! He's caught up! He's caught up! Marilainen. Half a second ahead. Oh, there goes! The Red Bull, Leclerc, we've passed Leclerc. We gained 1 position. And there's Markazov, so close behind us, already finishing his lap and heading to the pits after winning the race. That's how far behind we were. It's a short lap, but still, that was pretty rough. So no points again. I passed Leclerc right at the end to not be both cars, the last 2 on the grid, but De Vries is lapped. And Herta was not far from being lapped, and he passed Leclerc. Leclerc had some sort of problem there at the end. I think the problem being he went too many laps on those tires, 9 laps, and that's what I did before, and I really dropped off the pace on the last lap. That 3 or 4 seconds that it cost me, surprisingly, had a bigger impact than I expected. We ran pretty well on the softs. That's the sad thing. It's when I changed to the ultras that I seem to actually get slower when I pit. It felt like I was faster on the softs than I was on the ultras. If I had another pair of softs besides the one that I used in practice, I would have gone for that 1 stop for sure, as we had certainly reached halfway. And Russell made the 1 stop work. Nakashita made the 1 stop work to great benefit. He was way back at the back of the grid, ended up in 7th. Buchanan, Ocon, they made the 1 stop work, and it turned out how it should. I did not. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Ooh, down to 8th place now. Oh, and look how many points they've gained. Bye for now.